Episode 11, week number 6, I believe, and we're headed to play against the. No, weeks number 6 got simulated, so we got the win in that. We're playing against the Bears in week number 7, so we're still in episode 11. Things have nothing really much has changed in the regular season. You know, we not putting a bid on Julio. We're not putting a bid on Jake. We might put a bid on Hennessy, stuff like that. So nothing's really changed here, besides being 5-1 on top of the division. About to get ready to play this game. So tune in and you guys saw that. I'm pretty sure some of you guys turned into that disappointing Super Bowl loss. I played really bad. It was my first game of the day, and I wanted to play this one first, but I couldn't get a hold of this opponent here to get a scheduled time set up, so I had to agree to the other game first. So, but we're pretty mad now, and we're ready to go, and let's go.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Ito Smith, his first carry. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 59, Mike. 59.
Shelling through the defense. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Looking to throw. Whalen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Right there, 54.
On first down, it's Haskins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They try and run forward here with Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Bears nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Check 37, check 37. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check, 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 check.
On second down, it's Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 9, check 9. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Ito Smith. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. 43 is the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, check 24.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So we got man. Whip. Watch the whip. Shift. Watch the shift. Panther streak.
Back to throw. Whalen. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now it's Brown. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son.
Haskins now off the bootleg. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
To number 11.
Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
There is nothing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Smith. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
To throw on third down. Whalen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, it's Brown. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the gun, Haskins. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Falcons field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
17.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
That's good.
16 yards, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch QB drop. Warrior 70. Twins.
Operating from the gun. Whalen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Show it.
From the gun, Whalen. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Time to go. Night. Kill. 54's Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Whalen. That's complete to Mooney. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now it's Smith. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 20.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. His throw incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Hatch it, hatch it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Whalen. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go, go. Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check.
Here's Haskins. This one caught by Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Calvin Ridley. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike's 54. 22, jet,
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
56.
From the gun, it's Haskins. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. It's the mic. 56 is the mic. Rip right, rip right.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the 40-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins will throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Play action. Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Come on, set, Mike. Henry, the tickets to Mike. You remember me? You remember me?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
31.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 52.
Operating from the gun. Whalen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Safety's creeping.
From the gun, Whalen. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Get him, get him, get him. Back, back, back. Check 13, check 13.
Smith.
He's coming.
Stop made by Marlon Davidson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whalen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
70 Lions. Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Whalen. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
They go play action now. Haskins.
Let's go, D.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Dalton Schultz, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Bears 3. Sterling.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own 17.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
13-yard line.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Operating from the gun, Whalen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
10 at the 34-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Right back to Brown. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 25. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Third and inches.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
There's a quick throw out left. It's complete. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin with a run by Smith, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Smith. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Whalen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
45's the mic. Joker.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 1st down carry for Smith. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
Defense wins championships, baby.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And some room to work. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Bears 11.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistent. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Whalen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
To throw again, Whalen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. I'm coming.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it with Brown. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They go back to the ground with Smith. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35.
2nd and 11.
What we got? Check. Lucky.
They'll run it now with Smith. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 33. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.
So that will conclude the Please Help These Atlanta Falcons rebuild. We got the W. Played very well on defense.
So for the Falcons, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win
good
moves
turnovers.
them to 6-1.
That last run, I moved him to the weak side, and he ran strong side. I don't even know why I did that. I was supposed to flip that play, but it doesn't. See, we got those mental lapses like that. We can't have those, folks. You know what I'm saying? But we got the dub. This will conclude episode 11. Episode 11. Thank you for tuning in, watching, subbing, and subscribing. You know you know who I am and where to find me. Hey, I also forgot, since the Atlanta Falcons signed the coach from the Tennessee Titans, I will be running the Tennessee Titans playbook from here on out. And honestly, I like the playbook a lot for what they do, the philosophy that they go with. That play, I just got to get into it more, because I've always ran the Falcons playbook for like years on years. But this Tennessee playbook is really something special. And I really do like it. I like the sweeps to get to the outside when people are looking for certain routes and certain plays. You got the misdirection. They're really good. They got a bunch of plays that I just got to go through and see what they, run what they got, because the shit is open, like wide open. But I'm liking this playbook. I'm going to change it. You see how efficient we was, 86%, 2 incompletions the whole game, 3 touchdowns. I mean, you can't ask for more out of especially running the playbook for the first time. That's crazy. I don't like that 121-yard rusher, which we haven't had a 100-yard rusher in like 6 weeks. But stupid on my part. The rookie got in for a little bit of plays. Running game looks really good with that. I can run power or elusive running backs. So we're gonna switch that up. But all in all, the game was fun because I learned something new running these new plays that I wasn't familiar with. So it gave more like umph to the gameplay. No sacks. We got a sack, and we had the blitz to get it. Grady Jarrett got it. Oh, no, we didn't. Grady Jarrett got it, period. Got some picks. But that to conclude. Thank you guys. And on to the next one.